Well, hello, my beautiful Scorpio. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a little bonus reading all about you. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Scorpio, this is a little bonus reading all about you. We're going to tap into anything that you're worried about, anxious about, focused on, or any obstacles or struggles you've been experiencing, and then how things are going to work out for you. But already, before I've even started in the water, they're showing me an image of lots of clocks. Okay, now clocks, I think a clock came up for one of the monthly readings. I'm not sure if it was for your sign. I can't quite remember right now, but I mean, if I'm decoding the energy, because I'm scrying at the same time as doing a reading, some of you may feel like time is a major factor right now. You may be not wanting to waste your time. You may be feeling a little bit impatient about something. You may also feel like you never have enough time to do whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, and you're trying to manage your time more effectively and, you know, limit distractions or just be a little bit more discerning about the energy that you give to certain things so that you don't waste that wonderful time, okay? I mean, some of you may even have a deadline that you're worried about right now, so please take it as it resonates. I'm not really sure. I'm actually getting a major energy of fluctuating emotions. So some of you may have been feeling that you are, I mean, your first card there is endurance. So something is very heavy on your shoulders. You may feel like you have a lot of responsibilities right now. I definitely see that you're connecting to your true life's purpose path. You feel called to do something, but I feel like it's difficult, okay? Whatever it is, it's difficult. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, and Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Now, this is really unusual. They don't normally want me to go another one, but they are asking me to. Look, there we go. Pressure. So I'm definitely feeling like this, you know, needing to take a breath. I mean, these 2 last cards there are take a breath and the pressure. Okay. Now, I am going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But what I can see here is that you're trying to make everything come together, everything fit. And it's almost like you have a task, or you've set yourself a responsibility, or there's something that you need to do or that you feel called to do. And it's almost like you're looking at it like it's not impossible, but it's difficult. And I feel that you're moving towards completing it, whatever it is. I mean, it's not too far away, actually. But what I do get a sense here is that you've got a lot on top of your shoulders, or you've got a lot on your plate. I feel like you're doing a lot of multitasking. I feel like you're really busy. I mean, even if you're retired, this is not a career reading. I feel like you've got a lot on. You feel called to do something. And I feel like you're taking ownership of something in your life. Now, this could be that you're trying to relocate somewhere, or you have a plan to make some major changes, and it's just felt really like overwhelming. But you are going to transform your circumstances, and I feel like there's a wonderful sense of stepping into something new, or stepping into your power, because you've got the Scorpio card, the Death card there, right at the end, which means that you have infinite power to make whatever it is you desire your reality. Yeah, look at that. 10 of Wands. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Okay. We've got the Hermit. We've got the King of Pentacles there. Justice. You've had a very unfair experience in life. I feel like you have had a lot of struggles with people, with love in general, is what I see here. Even if you're in a relationship, I feel like trust has been a major factor, especially with the Justice card there. So you may have experienced something in the past that made you very untrustful, cautious. I mean, look at that. Two of Pentacles, juggling. You've got a lot on right now. I mean, you're going to be successful, but I feel there's this energy of, am I appreciated? All that hard work, all that effort, whatever it is, I feel like you are trying to prove to yourself something. And sometimes I feel like you go the extra mile for people, for situations, and you may feel like you go unnoticed. I get a sense here that you're exhausted, you're tired of, I mean, some of you, the energy I'm picking up right now, especially since you've got the Wheel of Fortune there, you've got the World. I feel some of you, now these readings were not meant to be like super, super deep, but they're going that way. I get a sense here with the World card and the Wheel of Fortune that you're looking at the world at large, and there's this fiery energy about you where it's like inside you, you have this huge voice of change. And I feel like you're looking at everybody like there's so many crazy things going on right now. So many injustices. I get this sense that you are trying to find your grounding to stand for what is right. And I really get this sense that it's almost like a little bit like the Leo reading. It's not dissimilar. So I always say that if you've got placements in Leo, there's definitely something there for you. But it's like this hive mind. You're like, surely I'm not the only person thinking the same thing, that the world's got a little bit crazy and that you're fed up and exhausted with the way things are going and the pressure that's on. And I get a sense of anger. That's what I don't see you like going out there and being a vigilante. I don't see that. I feel like you're a very peaceful person. I'm looking at the way your chart is, but I just get a sense here that you have a lot of fluctuating emotions right now about the way the world is going. And I also get an energy here of you trying to find balance and try to level your emotions in some way, to be productive, to try and do things that you can do in your own patch of world to make the world a better place. Okay, because I feel deep down, and I don't know where this is coming from in this reading, I just get this sense of fury. I feel like you were born with fury. I feel like there's an energy in you that you can tap into, it's like you can go from naught to zero in a second. You have access to that because you tend to go deep, you tend to go below the surface when it comes to your emotions. And I really get a sense that you're trying to limit things in your life that make you angry, things that put extra pressure on you. I feel like you're trying to be discerning about the people, situations that you're connecting to, even the information that you're absorbing, whether it's news, whether it's something from online, on social media platforms. I feel things have just been very overwhelming and you're trying to find peace. You're trying to elevate your vibration. I'm definitely seeing that in your reading, okay? And I'm not sure where this sense of anger is coming from. I mean, maybe it's because of, the injustice in the world or the unjust circumstances, because you know what it feels like to have someone betray you, or you know what it feels like to feel left out. You're the sort of person who knows how, unkind human beings can be, because I feel like you have experienced that to some level or some degree in your life, and you have empathy. And I feel you are very connected to the world outside you. I mean, we all are. We are collectively connected. And I feel this sense of I feel like you're going through a major awakening, but I feel this power rising up within you, and I feel like you're trying to do what you can to establish your power in an ever-changing world. Okay, that's what I'm picking up there. So, I mean, that may not resonate for everyone, but that's coming out. So, you've got endurance, rock. Okay, you are a very strong person. Okay, you are the sort of person who can make the impossible possible. When you get the card of endurance, it's number 20. Now, number 20 is connected to the Judgment card, and you're not a very judgmental person, okay? You tend to give people a second chance. You tend to, sometimes give some people a second chance that don't deserve it. I feel like you're very astute, you're very intelligent, and you have a very important gift that you came to this lifetime with, and that was the gift of intuition. It's almost like, and I've said this before, but it's coming up again, it's almost like you have an inbuilt lie detector. You see below the surface. You are very good at judging a situation, but you don't like to judge. So I feel sometimes you get caught in the in-between. Like your intuition tells you, don't trust this situation. And that's your first thought. And you're like, okay, don't trust this situation or don't trust this person. And then you think to yourself, well, maybe I should give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't always want to jump to the wrong conclusion or the right conclusion. I just want to just see how things go. So I do feel like sometimes you take a step back, and I feel like you've learned that actually you should trust your intuition. And I feel you've been learning to develop that as you mature, okay? Now, of course, the endurance card, number 20, this is about difficult circumstances that you have found yourself in life. And I feel like you have found a certain groundedness that you tend to thrive in chaotic situations. You may have found that you have been in many difficult and sometimes chaotic situations, and you are not sent those situations unless you were strong enough to deal with it, and you are. Now that doesn't make it a great experience. It teaches you lessons, but I feel like some of you may be like enduring a situation that is hard won, like slow and steady wins a race. I feel like it is the way to success. You're playing the long game in life. Okay, and I feel like it has been difficult, okay? I also feel like you've been shaped by the circumstances around you, okay? You've become strong because you had to be strong. And as you see there, the rocks, typically they don't have much growing on them, but on this occasion, this tree, this huge tree, has planted roots. And I feel like you are going from strength to strength. I feel like you've gone through a major period in this lifetime of personal development and growth, because so many difficult things have happened to you. And I feel that some of you may feel a little bit nostalgic in the coming weeks and months, thinking back on situations that perhaps tried to derail you, or I feel like these situations, all of them made you stronger. So even if you had someone who was against you or told you you couldn't do it, or, tried to like drain your energy or your power or make you feel like you're not enough, I feel like that gave you fuel to be the best that you could be. I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel like there were moments that maybe it made you feel awful. It made you feel sad, and you may have cried into your pillow at times because the struggle has been real. I see it in your chart. But I feel like it made you one of the most strongest people. And you don't give yourself enough credit for that as well, okay? So I do see that you have been enduring a storm or a difficult circumstance. I feel like you're trying to protect everything that you're growing right now, especially since you see this card, like this tree is growing. Now, trees represent wealth. And you've got a King of Pentacles here as well. So some of you are working so hard to either protect the finances that you got or work for more, okay? I definitely see that life has got a bit serious for you, and I feel like it's almost like I feel like you're in a bit of a bubble. You're aware of the world circumstances and things changing. You're aware that, the last couple of years have thrown us all a bit of a curveball, and you feel that life will never truly be the same. But I feel an energy of you trying to thrive and survive under difficult circumstances. And I definitely see that that's what you're doing, okay? I'm getting an energy, oh gosh, it's almost like I want to cry. I'm just going to ground my energy, sorry. Because I'm getting an energy through right now of if no one told you today, you're doing an awesome job. Okay, that's what I'm getting coming through right now. So really listen to that, because you are. I mean, look, you've got the changing cycles. Now, this indicates that you're the sort of person who's had to make their own luck. And of course, we have Jupiter retrograding, so that does mean that you are ahead of the curve. Everybody's going to have to make their own luck over the coming months. I do feel that you are going to be successful in your endeavors, but changing cycles, I mean, some of you may be thinking about relocating to different parts of the world, especially since we have like a world map there. I definitely see that some of you are learning to live with the ups and downs. You're riding that wave of life. okay? And I feel like you're trying to find balance even in uncertain times. And with this card, I feel that you're actually going to have a lot of lucky breaks, actually. But again, I feel like you're making those lucky breaks yourself. So if you're trying to launch something or do something that you love, or even bring more money or attract more wealth into your world, I feel like your focus, your dedication, it's hard won, but I feel like you will do it. There may be times where you feel like kicking back and relaxing, and that's important too. So make sure you give yourself some rest there. But the Wheel of Fortune is basically about recognizing that there are ups and downs in life. So I feel like you're in a cycle of good at the moment. I feel like over the coming months, there's going to be some new options faced towards you. And some of you, if you are in a career environment, you may be looking at expanding your business, doing new things with it, exploring your options. And others, if you're not in the career environment, I feel some of you are trying to either relocate or find your place in the world. Because I get a sense some of you are searching for soul tribe members, or you are trying to change your luck. I definitely see that you're focused on your destiny, or you're focused on your true life's purpose path, whatever that may be for you. For some of you, it is a period of personal development and growth. And I feel, you're someone who has a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, especially for your home space or your family unit. Okay, you tend to be the sort of person who makes sure everybody's okay. Sometimes you forget about yourself, so don't forget about yourself, okay? It's very important. The Ten of Wands tells me that you're exhausted, that you're close to burnout. So whatever it is that you're doing, you are really fatigued, okay? I feel like you're gathering the strength to make new changes in your life, but I feel like you're very overloaded. You have lots of wonderful ideas, you're very passionate, very intense, but you may find it's hard to get everything done all at once. So it's important to find focus. And I feel Virgo season that we're currently in will help you with that focus and with that clarity of sight. Now, the Ten of Wands, whatever it is that you're struggling with, whatever it is that you've been carrying on your shoulders, this burden, I feel like you're very close to reaching your goal. We got the World card there, which is the goal card. It means you're going to accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. Yes, there have been some delays, and yes, you have been frustrated, and things have been like, you may have felt a little bit impatient at times, because it's almost like you have decided, okay, I'm going to play the long game. I'm going to get to where I want to go. I'm not going to give up on it. But it would be nice for a little bit of extra luck to speed things along. And with the Ten of Wands also, I feel a lot of you are going through a period right now where you are clearing space for new. Okay, I really feel like you are getting rid of really old like burdens or old experiences. I feel you're getting major closure on situations that you've carried for quite some time. Even if you felt that perhaps you have processed these things and they don't belong in your life anymore, I really feel like you're at the end of a cycle of difficulty, okay, with that Ten of Wands there as well. Now, I do see that a lot of you have anxiety. When you get the Wands card, it can indicate that some of you are worried or have a lot of pressure on your shoulders, and it could be about money. Okay, because the King of Pentacles there is you want to attract more wealth into your life. I can see that you're a very gifted and talented individual, and I feel that you're the sort of person you could do many things. So I definitely see that you could launch something in the coming months that will be very, very successful and will attract a lot of wealth. But also it gives you a safety net. And, the Virgo season that we're currently in, especially when you have Mercury going direct, along with Venus going direct as well, it indicates a time period where you could set up either a second stream of income or an opportunity that will be a safety net, something that ticks over in the background as well, financially, that is. And I'm only talking about that because of the King of Pentacles energy. I feel like you're always busy. Always busy. The King of Pentacles is someone who's serious about their tasks or their responsibilities. Your word is your bond, and you don't like to let anybody down. Okay, you're very practical. You know what you need to do and you do it. Also, I feel like you're very savvy when it comes to business or your finances, and I feel like you're keeping your eye on the world at large right now, just to make sure that you secure your finances or make more money, or even protect the finances that you've already made, in order to make sure that they are not in institutions that are linked by license. Should there ever be an economic fluctuation, you would not want them to not be insured for your full amount. But the King of Pentacles also indicates that you have a trade, or you have you have something that you're really good at. I mean, you're good at a lot because you've got a Two of Pentacles here. You've also got the Six of Wands here. So you're actually very gifted, very talented, and you're destined to be very successful in life in general. You are naturally born to stand out, to shine, okay? But I feel like you'd rather be the power behind the throne. Okay, I feel like you don't want that level of fame. You don't want to like shout about your gifts or promote your gifts. I feel like you're just busy doing you, and you prefer to let your talents, your gifts speak for themselves. But with the King of Pentacles here, I feel like you're trying to have trust and faith in the invisible, something that you're manifesting. And this could be to do with money or opportunity. Okay, you're a very competent person, and you're very committed to your goals and to abundance and prosperity, but you see this as something that secures your home space. I don't feel like you're greedy. I feel like you use your skill set to be practical and wise, because I'm getting a strong energy of wise here, to make sure that you have enough for you and those you care about. That's what I'm picking up here as well, okay? Now also, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I just heard the sentence, you're one smart cookie. You're one smart cookie, okay? So I would say that over the next couple of months, there's going to be lots of ideas that come towards you that can make you more money if you're looking to increase your money. But I feel like you work hard for everything that you do. Every day, I feel like work is on your mind, or responsibility is on your mind. You're also a very ambitious person. But again, I feel you're not afraid to do the work. So I see that you would elevate quite highly in your career, or you're on the way up to do that at the moment if you're still in the career sector, but you're not afraid to hard work. I feel like you're the sort of person that you wouldn't give something for someone else to do that you wouldn't do yourself. I feel like you're very fair, and you would be a very fair managerial role person, or CEO of a company, or entrepreneur. I definitely feel like you're a good business person, and I feel like you're actually very savvy with money as well there, okay? But ultimately, I feel there's this desire to break free, have fun, come up for air, even just take a vacation, because I feel like things have been heavy on your shoulders. Even if you've just taken a vacation, I still feel like you need another one. That's the energy that I've got, because I feel like you're exhausted. I feel like you're a little bit jaded with the world. You're fed up with the way things are going at the moment. And I feel like some of you are trying to own your spiritual truth, and I feel like you're searching for answers right now. Something other, because I feel it's almost like you're dealing with the day-to-day, but you're searching for something other. Okay, that's what I'm picking up on. Now, of course, your 11th house and your 6th house are governing you at this moment in time throughout the month of September. 11th house is about hopes and wishes, manifestation skills. They are stronger than usual, so set your intention board, or write down a list. Watch the universe deliver people and opportunities towards you. Some of you may feel a little bit more sociable than usual. Okay, and I get a sense also that you have a desire to connect to friends that you haven't seen for a while. You may even hear from a friend that you haven't heard in quite some time. And also the internet will work really well for you. So if you have a business idea, the internet is your friend over the coming months to help you launch new experiences. I mean, you may even be using like internet or computer packages to do something that you want to create, and it will be very, very lucrative for you, but also emotionally rewarding. Okay, now your 6th house is also influencing you throughout this month, and that's basically routines, schedules, and focusing on work, paying bills, savings plans, budgets, pensions, repayment plans, all those responsibilities and tasks. And I see that in your chart, but also with the clocks that came up earlier. I feel like you want to be more time efficient to get more done. Okay, now this house may feel a little bit dull, like nothing's happening, everything's really slow, you're moving through mud, but it actually is a very important house because it keeps things running very smoothly. This is a time where you'll feel more focused on your health as well, and you may want to pay attention to your sleeping patterns as well there. Now, as you can see, this is in the resistance position. Some of you may have been experiencing a little bit of brain fog recently. There may be some hormonal imbalances that you've been going through, or there may be some sort of vitamin that you're missing right now. I feel right now you're trying to locate it, whatever it is for you. Okay, it's going to be different for everyone. For some of you, it's going to be magnesium. For others, it may be vitamin D. For others, it may be, something else. And I feel like you're trying to locate what it is that's made you feel a little bit scattered in your energy. I also get an energy here. It's number 4, which is all about stability. And I feel because you have that sense of responsibility, I feel like you have a plan for the long term. And I feel like you're trying to see it through to term. And there may be that missing piece. I mean, I know it's literally there like a puzzle piece. You see the world like a puzzle. Okay, you recognize that it has to all come together in order to be complete and work together. But the world is just not like that. And I get a sense that you desire, of course, for the world to be different. And I feel like you're trying to add value to your part of the world that you're in right now. And this is a card really of, well, I'm getting a couple of energies really. It's like every cycle comes to a close. Okay, and I feel like one of the lessons that you've had to learn is to let chapters close and not revisit them, even though they may be tempting. Okay, do not resist the end of something, because the end heralds a new beginning, a complete new beginning. Okay, and new beginnings are often more exciting. So whether that's an end of a friendship, a relationship, or an experience or an opportunity, all things come to an end. And I feel like this is something that you have perhaps struggled with in life. And I feel now, though, as you mature, you're actually seeing the benefit of a new beginning, how fresh it feels. Okay, it doesn't mean that everything you're leaving behind was for nothing, because we learn lessons from those experiences. I feel this is a time where things are starting to come together for you. I feel like you're completing what you've started, whether it's a project, whether it is a cycle. I really get a sense here that you're going through a major period of enlightenment. And I feel like purifying your space is also important. Your space is your sanctuary. And I feel getting out into nature as well. I feel like your brain, you're very intelligent. You have lots of wonderful ideas, but I feel like you may have felt a little bit overloaded or exhausted, and sometimes burnout will actually give you that brain fog. Okay, so just watch out for that, because I feel it's important to take a rest or slow down. You can't do it all at once. You can do it all, but you don't have to do it all at once, okay? So take the time you need. Sometimes you need a little bit of rest. We have the World card here, which indicates you are someone who's very goal-oriented, but you may be searching for your place in the world right now. Whether that's you're trying to open yourself up to new people, new groups of people, because with the Hermit energy and the Death card, some of you are feeling a little bit isolated or alone. Now, it could be that you're trying to, take a step back in order to get clarity, but also to focus on something, and you don't want any distractions. But I feel sometimes you have a truth within you that isolates you from others, because you're not afraid of the truth. You're the sort of person, you'll be really honest, blunt sometimes. Sometimes you're super diplomatic as well, but you're always honest and true. And if you cannot be honest, I feel like you're silent. I get a sense here that not everybody can understand that within you. Some people don't want to see the truth. Some people can't face it. And that is also one of the lessons you've had to learn in this lifetime as well. That just because you see the truth, sometimes people don't enjoy like that curtain of truth being like thrown back and exposed. And I feel, although you've had it difficult and you found it difficult to understand why people want to live in ignorance, or they want to shut themselves off to things that they do not understand, you tend to go deeper. And sometimes when you go deeper and you do, because I feel like you're a major truth seeker, when you expose the truth or you find out the truth, and of course you have to discern what you feel is the truth and what isn't, because it's all about perception and it's all about perspective. But I really feel you're the sort of person, you search for facts. And sometimes those facts can make you feel extra nervous, extra worried, extra anxious. I feel like you're really good at processing it eventually, but it can overwhelm your energy, okay? And you need to seek more grounding. And I feel it's really important to recognize that as well. Now, moving away from the energy, the World card is about being in the right place at the right time. And some of you may feel that you should be a little bit further along on your path than you are right now. But actually, you're being given an energy that you're on the right path. You put too much pressure on yourself. You're very critical on yourself. And you're being asked to have more compassion for yourself as well. Also, it's really important to get yourself out there more and experience new things, whether it's places, get yourself out into nature, or integrate yourself into society more, do more hobbies, or do more connecting to people. I feel like you'll really benefit from that, and you will find your soul tribe. So if you're feeling a bit lost right now, I really get a sense that you're going to discover your path. Now, we've also got the Knight of Cups and the Justice card. A lot of you have struggled in love. You've come across people who mistook your kindness for weakness. You're a very strong person. Okay, and you do tend to give people the benefit of the doubt. With the Knight of Cups here, you give a lot of yourself. You give your all, in fact. With the King of Pentacles present, it means that you give everything you have to give when it comes to love. And sometimes it's not met with the same energy. Now, the Knight of Cups with the Justice card, I feel like you've struggled with people either betraying you, or not telling you the whole truth, or not being comfortable with the truth. The main energy I get here is you're trying to do something that you love and it's been unfair. And some of you may have decided to end that cycle, or you're walking away from it, or you're pausing it for now. But I definitely get a sense that it gives you a breath of fresh air, and at some point you'll return to it, because you're not the sort of person to give up. But if you feel like you've outgrown it and it's no longer for you, then you're taking a very mature decision in your life to change direction in some way. And I feel like it will really work out for you. It's going to be very beneficial, okay? I feel it has taken you a long time to recognize that you are a gift and that you actually have a lot to offer people and situations. A long time. I feel like some of you have struggled with your sense of self-worth. Okay, and I feel like it's taken you a long time to fall in love with yourself, not just inside, but also aesthetically as well. And I feel as you mature, you start to realize actually you're a catch. And whether that's in business, whether that's in relationships, whether that's in friendships, you go that extra mile for people. And people have not seen that. And I feel it's about learning who gets it and who doesn't, and not wasting your time on people who just don't get what you're about, or people who try to make you into something else. And I feel it has been hard won. Okay, the Justice card in the Resistance position, I'm really getting a sense here that some of you, of course, if anyone lies to you, you cut that person out, okay? And things have been unfair. I also get a sense here that some of you have been denying that, how can I put that? It's like you're denying that you're okay, when really you're not. Like, I mean, you're a warrior or a warrioress. You really got this. You're a very strong person, but you tend to put a smile on things even when you're breaking. Okay? I get a sense here that some of you are denying that you need a rest when actually you do. Okay? Also, I get a sense here with the Justice card that some of you have had some negative karma that you've had to process. And I get a sense here that your luck is changing for the better. And I feel like you're ending a cycle of dealing with negative karma. Okay. I'm going to pull a quick card with that Justice energy for you as well, because I feel that there's something here about an important piece of paperwork. Don't ignore it, whatever it is. I mean, for some of you, you could be at college and it's a thesis, or it could be a test, or for some of you, it could be like that, you have an important thing to sign for the council, or for your work, or for your pension, or don't ignore it. It's time sensitive. Maybe that's what the clock is about. 5 of Cups. You don't want to lose out. You'll be disappointed that you had the opportunity to do it. Okay, the 5 of Cups is also an indication of difficulties. Okay, now sometimes it's really hard in life to make that call, or write that text, or take a call, for example. Sometimes we can have low energy, low vibrations, and we just feel like having a duvet day and saying, you know, I don't want to face the world. And that's okay. You need to honor your feelings. There's something here as well I'm being given, that you haven't allowed yourself to grieve it properly. Allow yourself to feel the emotions. Don't bottle it up. It's so important for a Scorpio to let the feelings flow, because if things get bottled up, you know, it can surface later on in much more of an overwhelming way. Also, I mean, I'm clarifying the Justice card, and I just get a sense here that you've had it hard. You know, everything, some of the things that you tried to connect to, they just didn't go your way. You got disappointed, or, you know, you tend to sacrifice a lot of yourself for the things that you want to accomplish. And yes, there may be some moments in your life, looking back, that you regret. Whether you regret meeting a person or saying a thing, or whether it was that you regret not letting go of someone quicker than you should have done. Remember, everything that we do is a lesson. So there are no, you know, failures. There's no need to regret anything. Everything is as it is, and everything is in the past. It's an illusion now. It doesn't exist anymore. It happened, it's gone. You're living in the now. And the universe is reminding you that there's something better. They're sending you something. It's a reward for all the difficulties that you've been going through. And I feel that things are going to get better for you as well, okay? Now, your outcome energy, we do have mystery, dark matter. You are someone who is a very mysterious person. You have a lot of magnetic energy. And I feel with this dark matter, it's number 38. When you reduce it, 3 plus 8 is 11, the soul path number. So you're very connected to alternative energies, to alternative thoughts. You know, you go below the surface. You like to seek things that are otherworldly as well. You are also here to transform in many different ways, shapes, and forms in this lifetime. There's lots of butterflies there. Also, you see there's a butterfly over the mouth. So I feel that some of you, I just get the sense that if you don't have anything nice to say, you tend to not say anything at all. I also get this energy of the world has a lot of mystery in it, okay? And just because you can't see it, it doesn't mean it's not there. You have to tap into your intuition to be aware of it. And I feel like you know how to do that. I get a sense here that sometimes things, the universe sometimes does not reveal things at certain times because it's not the right time. The right time will appear in divine timing. Have faith that things are working behind the scenes to bring you the change that you desire. And it is a positive one. It's ending on a 6 of Wands for you, okay? Also, I'm getting an energy here of, it's very important for you to protect your energy, okay? And what I mean by that is the things that you connect to, the things that you absorb. So, for example, if you are watching YouTube just before you go to bed and you're listening to your favorite podcast or whatever it is you're listening to, and you fall asleep during that, it will tick over to another video that you didn't choose because you're asleep. So that could be a video from someone that perhaps is not a great influence or would not be positive, or it could be something that's angry or something that is, you know, not healthy for you to listen to, but you've fallen asleep. So therefore you're absorbing content that perhaps is not good for you. So that's very important. Also, if you're like listening to news things or things that are meant to set you into fear or meant to make you feel anxiety, it's very important to ground your energy because you're very sensitive and you have a lot of empathy and understanding in the world. And it's just so important because your emotions can fluctuate quite heavily. Make sure that you are protecting or guarding your emotions from negative things that are outside of yourself. Okay, so that's just coming up there as well. Now we also have, the next card along was Purity, Ice. Now, a lot of you may have felt called in the last couple of months to purify the things that you watch or eat or connect to. There's a big cleansing energy going on about you at the moment. And I feel some of you, it's like you desire a pause. I mean, all the cards are saying you're going through a major change right now on a personal level. Take a pause because you're doing a lot. And I feel like with the ice, purity, the dark matter, and, you know, the pressure and the hermit energy, it's like take a pause Some of you are going to develop your spiritual gifts, but I feel like you're going to receive major enlightenment that will help you on your path. But you need to take time or slow down in order to hear the message that you're being given. Okay, because the heart whispers. It's important for you to create space, even if it's 10 minutes a day, to check in with your heart, your thoughts, your feelings. It's really important to take the space that you need in order to receive the messages. Now, horses, they tend to represent progress. Okay, so if something has been stagnant, or you feel something has been dormant and difficult or even oppressing, I feel like there's major progress for you. There's major movement happening for you as well. Now, it's number 33. When you reduce it, 3 plus 3, of course, is 6. But it's also, it's a number of love, but it's also a number of balance, choices, options that are available to you. And this card in particular is the way forward is close. Okay? I feel see nature in its purity. It's really important. I feel let nature and the world comfort you rather than upset you or strip away, you know, your sense of belief that the world can be good. I know a lot of negative things are happening in the world at the moment, but I feel in order to be the light and change your vibration, you must tap into that power within yourself in order to allow that frequency to change and elevate. I feel clarity is going to be your gift over the coming weeks and months in order to help you move forward in a situation that has been stuck or stagnant. And I feel like you're going to find your way. I mean, you're definitely following your heart, that's for sure. You're a Scorpio. But I mean, it says here, life, breath. Okay, now this is a very important card, especially since it's number 27. And when you reduce it, 2 plus 7 is 9. That's the Hermit energy. You're very wise. You came to this lifetime with a lot of innate knowledge. Knowledge that you're maybe don't even know how you got it. It's just there. Okay, recognize that you are an old soul and that you've come to this lifetime with a knowingness. Embrace it. Now this card indicates focus on your breath. Especially since you've got the mystery card there, the dark matter. It affects the way you breathe, anything negative that you connect to, even like negative movies. You know, it affects the way you breathe. It keeps you in that fight or flight mode. And especially if you've gone through major trauma in your life, I feel like you're learning to breathe deeply in life to override that fight or flight energy that perhaps you got caught in due to trauma and difficult experiences. When you get this card, I feel like you're tapping into your sense of intuition. I mean, it's there already. It's natural. It's you know, you have it very strongly within you. But because we've built a very busy lifestyle, some of you may have felt a little bit disconnected recently. And I feel like you're reconnecting or, you know, reestablishing a connection with your higher self during this period. And I'm just going to connect to this card a little bit deeper. One moment, please. There is a place for slowing down your breath and being more mindful. Rethink your energy and your strategy. Give yourself some more time and space. Again, it comes to this energy of not everything has to be done all at once. Now we do have pressure. Now this is a really interesting card as your major arcana cards to sort of like your overarching energy, because pressure, I feel like you thrive under pressure. You actually, you know, are the sort of person to be a survivor in difficult circumstances. And I get a sense here, pressure can transform us in many different ways. And I feel like you've had to deal with that all of your life. Now it's number 26. When you reduce it, 2 plus 6 is 8, which is the number of the self. But also you can view pressure as either being a negative experience, or you can use it as a director or a shaper, a positive influence. Okay, I feel finding that happy medium is important. I feel like you can benefit from this sense of, you know, directing or channeling your energy into productive things. That's what I'm picking up there. Some of you may have felt like you're in between worlds, or you're a little bit like you're exhausted, unmotivated, or you just feel like you need to recharge your batteries to get clear and focused again. And I feel the coming months are going to do that for you as well. Ultimately, they're giving me this energy. You're going to come out the other side in a really good position. So whatever is worrying you, whatever it is you feel like you've been delayed in. I mean, some of you may be feeling it's unfair that you haven't had a loving relationship, or that no one's come along and really truly loved you and seen you and appreciated you for who you are. But that will change for you. I definitely see that you're about to meet someone new. For those of you who have struggled with a lot of difficulty with finances, I feel like you're transforming your finances. Some of you may take up a second stream of income, or you may launch an idea or expand on your business, and there's more money coming on in. The card of transformation, this is you. I mean, this is literally like coming up for air, this figure, but this is the death card. So I feel like you are, breaking old habits. I feel like you're releasing things that have been holding you back for a long time. I feel like the pressure is going to be off, and you're embracing change and new beginnings. You're in that transition period, but I feel this is working in your favor. Lots of doors are opening up for you, and there's loads of butterflies in your reading, which tells me there is a major transformation and transition going on in your world. Also, we've got the Hermit energy. Allow yourself to be reflective. Allow yourself to have that wisdom come into you, and trust in your truth. Okay, you are wise beyond your years, and sometimes the world may feel like a bit of a struggle. The hermit doesn't go in the cave of life until he feels really jaded and fed up with the way things are. And I feel that's how you are right now. Some of you may even feel like you're on autopilot, and that, you're just rediscovering your emotions and what makes you happy, what makes you angry, what makes you excited, because you may have felt a little bit numb for the last couple of years. But I really get a sense that you're seeking inspiration. You're following your dreams. You're connecting to a wish, and you will have it. Okay? But the Hermit energy indicates a time to go within to get clear. It's very important during this time. Now, also with the Hermit, some of you may have been feeling very alone or isolated, and your circumstances are going to change. Whether that's you connecting to new people, new experiences, I definitely get a sense that change is afoot for you. The Two of Pentacles, it's all about balance. Okay, having the best of both worlds, going out there, having fun, because I feel like life has got very serious for you here, and I feel like you want to take the pressure off, you want to come up for air, you want to find more spontaneity and fun in your world. And the Two of Pentacles is really about the balance between work and play, responsibility and having fun, or exploring, being curious about what the world has to offer. Also, the Two of Pentacles indicates, yes, you're still going to be busy. You're doing a lot of multitasking, but you have to weigh up your options about what's important right now. For some of you, this is going to be you setting up like a second stream of income. Also, I get a sense that you're cutting out anything that is inconsistent in your world. Whether that's a person, whether that's, a situation that you feel like you give to, but it doesn't give back to you in return. And some of you, I feel like you're thinking about relocating or moving, and I feel like you're going to have lots of options, and there's going to be one that really speaks to you, one that really stands out, and you're going to know this is the place. This feels like home. So if you are looking, I definitely see that you're going to find what you're looking for. And the Six of Wands is celebrate yourself as much as other people celebrate you. The Six of Wands also is a card of, being an influencer. You came to this lifetime to happen to life. You didn't come to this lifetime for life to happen to you. Okay, so I feel like you're the sort of person, you go out there, you're inspired, you make your dreams a reality, and I see that you're going to be so successful. This is one of the most successful cards in the deck. This is a card of victory, it's a card of award, it's a card of reaching your goals, it's a card of promotions, it's a card of results for all the effort that you put in. You're investing in your prosperity, and I feel like it has been hard won, but I do feel like you will bask in the glory. And I also feel like you're awakening. I feel like you're aware of that you are a gift, and that you should celebrate yourself more and hold yourself in higher value. And as you mature, I feel like you're starting to recognize that, okay? Now, I do feel that some of you may step into the limelight, or you may be given a note of appreciation by somebody. Okay, I definitely see that you're attracting more finances in. Some of you may have a contract to sign over the next coming months. There's definitely some sort of document that you need to pay close attention to. If you need to sign a contract, I would definitely say read the fine print. You don't want to find that there's this one little clause in there that is the fly in the ointment. Okay, that's just popping out there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? Anything more? Ooh, that's a lot of cards. But they obviously want you to have them all. Okay, we have, oops, I'm not taking the reversals in any deck at the moment. Okay, there's loads of cards. I'll have to come back to these because I'm running out of space. So let's start with these ones. There's nothing outside of you that can fulfill you. And I feel like you've learned that. Everything that can fulfill you and make you happy is actually within yourself. We also have you're shedding energies that no longer match your frequency. And we've also got don't allow a scarcity mindset limit your success. A powerful change will transform your life. And I see that. There is a powerful change headed towards you. You will get what you wish for, but is it what you truly want? Learn when to say no. Avoid clutter. Slow down and quieten your mind. It's interesting that that would have been the last card, but I just had no space for it. So that's a very important message right there, because that's showing up in your reading heavily. You are going to make mistakes, and it's okay. Sometimes you learn by messing up. There's no such thing as failure, only a learning curve of how to change it or approach it in a different way so that it'll be successful the next time round. And that's in everything that we do. Relationships, friendships, jobs, opportunities, conversations. I feel like everything is a learning curve. Realize you have all the qualities to be a leader. And that's what you are, my beautiful Scorpio. You're starting with the King of Pentacles. You are a natural born leader. And I feel like whether that's in career, there's no matter in that. I feel like it's more that the way you hold yourself, you naturally lead. People look to you because of your power. You have a lot of power. It says here, remember, you came here to teach others. So some of you may actually help others along the way. You'll be very generous with your time and your energy. Some of you later on in life, you may actually write a book or create like a podcast, or you may create a video to help people on how to navigate some of the difficulties that you've had to experience in life, and you can teach people how to overcome adversity. It says here, something from your past will resurface. It's okay to revisit. Okay? And I feel that's that nostalgic energy that I was picking up in your reading about processing things that no longer have place in your life. It says, don't stop living your life because of someone else. That person no longer has power over you. You will have financial security in life. I definitely see that with the King of Pentacles there. A new career path will be highly successful. Trust the magic of the newness. And I'm loving this one as well. You won't always feel alone. You're attracting your soul tribe. So whether that's your people or a relationship, if that's what you're looking for, you're currently in the law of attraction. Okay, very important to recognize. Now I'm just going to go and get a rune or a trinket for you. Oh, we got two there. Oh my gosh, I close my eyes when I pick the trinkets. And of course you can't see that, but it's really exciting for me to see what you get. And it's the butterfly. As I said, there's lots of butterflies in your reading. You're going through a major period of transformation. Probably like my voice right now, it's going through a major period of transformation. I've had this pesky little cold that, you know, the majority of it's gone, but sometimes it just really attacks my throat area, my throat chakra. And I've been having the lemon and the honey and everything, but sometimes it just, out of nowhere, it captures me, okay? And we've got the Giant rune. Okay, now this is all about protection. Okay, it can also be about non-action, taking a break, that luck is coming towards you. And some of you, deep down in your gut instinct, you may feel that there's major change coming that you need to prepare for. I see you being in a very good position to weather any of those changes, and I definitely see that you got a lot of options, and I feel that you're wise enough to know the way. Listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, listen to your gut instinct, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you, my beautiful Scorpio. I know it went really deep. Wasn't meant to, but that's the way it goes. I always appreciate the energy as it comes. I hope something resonates. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Scorpio, and love and light.